Okay, lately we've had some questions on changing passwords on sensors and changing passwords in ArcAir. So let's take a look at that. Um, Passwords in ArcAir are located in the backstage. So I'm going to go into settings and I'm going to click on operator level S password. So our default password here, which is not showing, is 1602-1966. So that is also on all the sensors that we produce from Hamilton. So what happens if I change this? I'm going to change this to 1234 and save it. When I do that, now I've got a conflict between the passwords on the sensors and the passwords in ArcAir. So if I click into a sensor, I'm going to get a error message here. It says operator S level password is wrong. And it's important to read this here. Do you want to apply the operator level S password of the application to the sensor? So what that means is that if I connect to this sensor, it is going to use the default password I just typed into ArcAir, 1234 with the sensor. So it doesn't reside there yet. So if I type in 1234, this is going to fail. Sure enough, it failed. So let's try this again with the sensor. And let's try our default password, 1602-1966. This will allow me to gain access to the sensor, and in the background, it's going to write the ArcAir password to the sensor, and that's 1234. So I've gained access to the sensor. I'm in. Now the sensor has 1234, and ArcAir has 1234. To test this out, let's go to another sensor, which I haven't tried access. It's going to fail. And I would need to do the same process again. I would need to do 1602-1966, and that would gain access to this second sensor here, and it would set the password as 1234. So that's how that works. Now, let's go back and change this again. I'm going to change my pH sensor back to the default password. So to do that, I need to go back to settings here. Instead of 1234, let's go back to my default, 1602-1966. Save. And I've got the conflict again. My pH sensor has 1234. ArcAir has been changed back to the default, 1602-1966. So when I click into this sensor, I'm probably going to get that same error message. And sure enough, so to gain access to that sensor, now I need to use 1234 because that resides on the sensor. Yes. I've gained access to this sensor, and in the background, it's gone back to the default password from ArcAir. So it's important to remember, once you gain access to the product, it's always going to overwrite the existing password that's in there. So I hope that helps, and let me know if you have questions.